Hello, guys. I wanted to jump on really quick before I went to bed to share something with you that was on my heart. And as you know, I just jump right in. So that's what I'm going to do. And I wanted to talk about receiving blessings that never happened before. Has anybody ever received a never happened before blessing? Those are the best blessings ever. And what I mean by that is a couple of years ago, well, some years ago, I was going to grad school, or I was on my way to grad school. And when I arrived, I moved into the campus housing and everything. And I thought that everything was taken care of. And when I got there, maybe within the week, I found out that my financial aid was not processing or dispersing as it should have been. And no one could give me a rhyme or reason of why this was happening. However, the individuals that worked in the offices said to me, "Don't worry, Clarice, don't worry, Clarice," because I attended the same institution for undergrad that I did for my master's degree. And I was just like, and I started in the spring, so it was like it was in the middle of the year. And with that said, I was like, oh my God, like, am I going to have to go home? Because I don't want to. Because I'd already taken a year off, like a gap year between grad school and my bachelor's, to just get some time to give myself some air to breathe and potentially look for jobs. So when I arrived there and nothing was going right, I kept saying, unless they send me home, I'm not going. Guys, after when you're in college, if you don't pay them in 7 days, you got to go home. I'm sorry. You just got to go home. They're done. But they did not, nothing happened. I was still there. And some days I did not even know what would happen. Like, how would I eat? How would I take care of myself? But I had some friends left back at school. They had no idea this was going on. They'd be like, Clarice, we're cooking. Come on over. Come on over. And I'm like, okay. So I prayed about that thing, and God was moving behind the scenes. But I went to school for a whole entire semester without any financial aid, any books. I had a teacher the first day of class one day tell me this story about behind every face there's a story. And so as we were reading this story, it was just, I was so compelled to like go up to her and tell her, I do not have my books. And so after class, that's exactly what I did. And then she was like, I have a copy, and the rest of your professors should have copies. And so I'm going to talk to them about that, and we'll help you out with your books until you're able to get some. So at that point, I decided I'm not going home unless they send me. So I did not. I continued to press. I continued to listen to the CD, the Israel CD that was out at that time. Did not know that it was really keeping me in my mind and keeping me at peace and ministering to my spirit. But that was a never seen before blessing, because guys, I left and went home for Memorial Day and still didn't have any money. Went home, and at the time I wasn't using direct deposit, and I was still getting paper checks. And I asked my mom, I said, had it come yet? She said no. I went back to school, went back to financial aid office, and the lady said, I don't know how you've done this the whole time and you're still here. She said, well, I'm going to give you $500, but I need you to sign this paper. But when your check disperses, because it should, because it's not telling us that it's not, but once it disperses, I need you to give you my money back. Y'all, this lady had me sign a live sheet of paper. I cannot make this up. But because I'm not a dishonest person, of course, I gave her money back when my money dispersed. But it didn't disperse until like after she had already, it was like maybe a couple of days after she had given that to me. And maybe it was just God's way of saying, keep believing. And I did. I made it through one full semester when it not being paid. So sometimes God gives us those blessings to remind us of who he is. They never seen that before. Nobody has ever heard a story like this before. Believe me, if you go into an educational institution and they let you go to a school for 7 days without no money, you tell me about it, because I didn't know nobody at all on campus. I wasn't a board member's child. I wasn't a trustee's child. I was just little old me from my little old city. But I was big in my spirit. I was mighty in my spirit and mighty in my prayers. But God, he moved on that thing. And I could name countless times, but just know that God is still in a blessing business, and he can provide you with a never seen before blessing if you only believe. God bless.